Good morning. Welcome to the regular meeting of the Danville Architectural Heritage Board, Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. It's about 9:31, 9:32 a.m. Looks like we're ready to go. First order of business is approval of minutes. I do know we have the minutes from January 15. Are we still looking for the minutes from November? Do we have a?
So we approved the November 2019 minutes, but then we realized after one of the city commissioners came in, we had not read them closely enough. There is one item where it says that Bowling made a motion, I seconded it, and it passed, when then in reality, he motioned, I seconded it, and we ended up withdrawing that
Yes.
motion. And it was not voted on, so I would like that to reflect in the minutes, please.
So we can get that correction for the next meeting.
So we have to recorrect.
Yes.
Recorrect.
So you can take that a step further also, that after all that was denied, I made another motion to give anybody an opportunity to reconsider, and that was voted down.
That was in there.
That was in there.
Yeah.
Good deal.
All right, so on the table, we have the minutes from January. Do I have a motion to approve? Have a motion to approve?
I'll second.
Have a second? Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Approved. Item number 3, certificate of appropriateness for 109 Larrimore Lane. I believe that's you, Dr. Overmeyer. If you'd like to step forward
right up.
and, I didn't say, are you back again?
This is basically amendment to the previously approved COA. I've reviewed it. Everything looks good. It's well within the realm of what we allow as new
Okay.
construction, so we,
I move for its approval. You approved it.
Is that quick enough?
That was pretty quick.
Have a second? All in favor? Aye. Aye.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Good to see you. No, I was up anyway.
thank you, sir.
Anyway, just being a neighbor of yours, Doc, you're looking very, very good over there. Thank you for keeping that side of the street up very nicely.
I'll get with you after.
All right, item number 4, you want to touch base on staff approval items?
Yes, sir. You have 3 staff approvals here for signage. That was at 110 North 2nd Street, 222 West Main, and 234 East Main Street. They are within the standards that we accept. Staff approved them. And I'm hoping, I think Cersei's is already up. One was already up that I had to go and look at and approve. And I'm not sure about the Valero station, but it is also just, they're just changing the fascia on the cabinets. So I don't see any problem with any of those. I don't necessarily think we have to have action on that, so.
I don't think so. Any
If you guys have
questions?
any questions, I'll happily answer them for you.
I'm just glad that staff can do that now. Again, it makes life so much easier.
Well, it's a done deal, folks, so we're good.
Very good. Staff, which I think is Joni, you want to give us just a real brief grant?
Yes, we
Update.
have, the new CLG grant to talk about today, the 2020 grant. We had previously talked with you guys about doing the Lexington Broadway District. Since then, I've done a little bit more work to try to get my hands around what we actually need to do, and if I can find the piece of paper I brought with me, that might help. The Lexington Broadway National Register District has over 100 structures which have not been surveyed at all. And then there's approximately 25 buildings that were classified as non-contributing that may well now be a contributing structure. So this grant basically will be to hire a consultant to help us survey that. Within that, I've also talked to the Heart of Danville. We would like to pull 4 or 5 volunteers together, have them trained, which is part of this grant, to do the appropriate surveys, and then over the fall, go out and survey Lexington Broadway. And what we feel that will do is, as we move forward with preservation planning, with some of the issues we're now looking at, that will help us better identify what buildings are actually contributing in the district and what are not contributing, which may well weigh in on some decisions we have to make in the future. And within that construct, we're also going to change the scope of the current grant to help with that preservation programming as well.
Very good.
I'll happily answer anything.
Yeah, so the consultant fee is estimated at $7,000?
It is, yes.
That includes all the write-ups and everything?
That's what that is going to include, is all the forms. What I will end up doing for that grant is putting it into a usable database, hopefully that we can be searchable. But that will be, they're not going to produce a big, any type of big portfolio. What they will do is have all of the surveys filled out, do the map of the district, and then it's going to be up to me to get that into planning and zoning and into our new databases with the Heritage Council. If not, if they had to do that, then we're looking at $10,000, $12,000, $13,000. So what I need mostly from them is the legwork and the expertise. And that also removes it from me going out and saying if a building is contributing or non-contributing. I'd rather have an outside source do that. It just removes any issues that we might have. That's pretty much it.
Mr. Bowley?
Joni, I'm looking here at the volunteer time.
Yes, sir.
$140. I thought volunteer time was free.
Well, it is free, but the government has a tag that you have to put on it, and I think it is $21.42 an hour.
So that's what the government pays volunteers now?
That's what they say you're worth, sir, when you go and volunteer for them. And what that does is that gives us a dollar amount because we match this grant with in-kind. And I have to have that type of dollar amount to say, well, we're going to put in $2,800 worth of volunteer time and staff time, which is also me.
Doesn't that volunteer time then allow can be applied toward the city's contribution? Which
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, that, it will be, yes, that's part of this. And so that includes volunteer time as well as my staff time, because I'll have to go out with these surveys too, and I'll need to do a few of those. It's been a minute since I've done those, so all of that cumulatively should be about $2,800, which will provide that match for us. It looks like the city's output on that will be somewhere around $1,000, which will just be for different things that can't be covered through the match. The volunteer match or the in-kind match. That's pretty much it. I don't think we need an action on that. I'm just letting you guys know.
Okay.
It's up to you. We just need it in the minutes to reflect that you were fine with.
In the minutes to reflect you were fine with it, because we're going to take the city commission to get them to approve the application on Monday night.
I'll make a motion to approve this, sorry.
And I'll second that motion.
Have a motion, second. All in favor? Aye. Very good. That exhausts the agenda. Have you had a response back for the special meeting with the board and the,
We're still working on that.
okay. Has everyone responded to a possible date for a working meeting? Great.
Yes.
I think that'd be worthwhile. No other items. Let's see, do we have any members of the city commission present? City manager present? Would you reflect that in the minutes, please? Thank you. Nobody present. Robin's here.
We're
Robin's here.
We're all here.
I have a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
A second, all in favor?
Thank you all very
Aye.
much.
That may be a new record, and we covered a lot of ground.
We